right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakahakodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Citations to you, Akim, out there pushing this truth with sincerity and fearlessness. All right, back to you with another lesson through the spirit, man. And, we got this hat right here, just a nice little thumbtack, something, but it's that's what it is, man. Well, shalom to the elect, and hoping this lesson is edifying through the spirit, man. It's just right now, in this time, and in this time of prophecy, it's time to break away from be set apart, man. That spirit of being set apart and break away from these people, break away from certain spirits of people, man, because things are ramping up, man. The spirit of Jake is getting a little bit more desperate, a little bit more needy, all right, because of the government shutdown and the lack of jobs, and things are getting it's a telltale sign that there's going to be civil unrest coming, and everybody that hasn't been storing their treasures up in heaven, and doing what they're supposed to do and doing what's required and soaking in this knowledge and stopping to listen to this gospel and applying it, man, it's going to be bad for them, all right? And we can't give a fuck. We can't have any type of feel sorry for these people, pity who would pity a charmer, pity the charmer who charms a snake, a venomous snake. People out here playing games with snakes, with death, people out here playing games with death. Peter the Charmer. Hold on. Yeah. People out here playing games with death, man. All right. So Ecclesiasticus chapter 13 Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? All right. See, this system is full of death. Look at the 2020 scamdemic, man. Look at everything going on with this immigration. Look at all the food problems. Look at the uptip of cancers and stuff like that. This place is not helpful. This place is pure death, man. And when this is full of, there's a lot of knowledge on this planet, but people choose not to, get to the true knowledge to undo different habits and repent from their ways, man. All right. So we can't feel sorry for family members that have seen you out there on the highways and or family members that know you're an Israelite. They had all the chance in the world to go and research and to repent, but they actually stumped down and got even more wickeder, knowing that you're an Israelite, hoping to hurt you. I done been into it with my woman, and she go and talk to certain family members, and those family members just sat there and said, it's that Israelite stuff he part of, and this and that. They try to blame that. You try to blame all this shit. You know what I'm saying? When I'm just keeping my household in order. But at the same time, this is not my kingdom, man. All right? Jake must be strong and unmovable, man, because this place is really amping up, man. The people of this society are truly diminishing, man. And when that time, and they have no clue. Look at this. This is civil unrest, man.
As he was just pulling out of the Cicero Sam's Club parking lot with... This is video of what appears to be pepper spray thrown by a federal agent into Rafael Verraz's car. He says he was just pulling out of the Cicero Sam's Club parking lot with his window rolled down when the spray hit Peraza on the side of his head.
Mama, you okay, Mama? You okay?
Seconds later, he realized his daughter, 1-year-old Ariana, was in the back seat, also battling the chemicals. Peraza says she couldn't open her eyes and struggled to breathe.
I had to water down my face, basically water down her face because I didn't know the effects of the pepper spray towards her.
Raphael says Ariana did not have to go to the hospital, but he did. He says the pepper spray hit him directly in the ear, which caused him to have a severe reaction with his asthma.
When I got to the hospital, my heartbeats were at 263 per minute.
This is video of what appears to be pepper spray.
Oh, that's Northern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom going through hell. But guess what? Northern Kingdom was hopping on the bandwagon when they came over here, hopping on the bandwagon, looking down on Jake. You know, so it's a lot of judgment coming upon the Northern Kingdom. They still indulging in wickedness and still tripping on all types of, on a large scale, you know. And look, we got holiday season going, and Esau still want Jake to ramp up into paganism, all right? And guess what? All our family members that want you to give a fuck about them, all our family members that say family is everything and this and that, they finna go celebrate this wicked ass holiday. And Esau got them set up something nice. Because nowadays Esau got nothing but black, so-called black Santas all over his stores, man. All right. Esau knows that Jake is number one in spending money in these holidays, man. Jake is number one spending money and celebrating these pagan ass holidays, man. You know, so Esau's gonna capitalize, and he's doing it. He's playing on these on the ignorance, and we must not give a fuck because it's gonna get even worse, man. Check it out.
I need y'all to help me understand what's going on here, because why all of a sudden, after all of these Christmases, you've got CVS, Walgreens, and Burlington all displaying Black Santa Claus front and center? I ain't mad or nothing, but let's ask the real question. Why now? Because we've been invisible in these wonder winterlands. But now when the economy is shaky and you guys understand how powerful the black dollar really is, you're pulling stunts like this?
So I'm in CVS, and this is what I see. Okay, cool. Black Santa. But also, look at this is...
Is this a sign of representation, or are y'all really trying to buy us back this Christmas? I'm confused here, you know?
You wonder...
Ain't no buying. They're trying to rock Jake back to sleep. They want Jake to be away from their power, man, which is Yahweh Shah. They know that it's the time right now to come, and guess what? Esau knows he has a great going down, so he has to bring everybody with him. All right.
What was this 20, 30 years ago when you needed a Black Santa? But who are these people? It's gonna make me wonder.
In Burlington, they made sure to erect this giant Black Santa Claus. Look at them, y'all. I didn't even know that y'all made these. I can't believe it. I've never seen these in my life.
But I get on my nerves so bad. Because now y'all want to have all the black ornaments and stuff. And I know before y'all say we ain't never satisfied when we...
Look, they're not doing it for you. They're doing it to keep you sleep, to keep it with that Psalms 83, to keep you hidden from your power. They don't give a fuck about you.
And it wasn't any. Now we got them. Be quiet. Yeah, but this ain't what that is. Because we should have never had to advocate to have brown ornaments and stuff anyway.
They got the ornaments too, y'all. I can't believe it. People are finally waking up because we're waking up. We're realizing who we really are. I told y'all, everything coming back to us, y'all. But stay strong, my people.
But yeah, solemn assemblies. You know, the Lord is setting up the lot for these people. I hate your feast days. holiday seasons, you know. Amos chapter 5. Amos chapter 5, verse 21. Bear with me here. Amos chapter 5, verse 21 coming up. Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. All right. And Esau knows that the Lord does not want his people celebrating these wicked ass holidays. You know, he knows that, so he's trapping up the Lord's people like he's always been, man. Putting snares, and the devil's putting snares on people right now. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beast, that hog. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy idols. What's jingle bells, jingle, all that bullshit. The Lord is up on it, man. All right? And he's not having it. He's been upset with it. You know, he does not fuck with the paganism, man. And our people, man, your top pastors that people look up to, they're going to be celebrating. They're going to have them a big black erected Santa Claus in their churches. All right? That's why we can't feel sorry for these people when judgment comes upon them, man. You know, we can't feel sorry. Not at all. Revelations 12 and 12. All right. Esau know he has a short time. Esau knows that something is coming. All right. Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right. These devils know they have but a short time, so they're implementing. I'm talking about they're going hard, man. They're gonna have black everything. They want Jake to spend all their money and up. All right, it's all a setup, man. Rocking Jake back to sleep so they can sudden destruct them, so they can sneak up on him. That's how Esau does, man. All right, this place is through, man. And nobody sees these Satan's devices. Let's get that. That this is, you know, these seasons and stuff like that is Satan's devices, man. Santa Claus erected and black Santa shit and black ornaments. That's a device of Satan to keep Jake away from Yahweh Shah. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Let Satan shit get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right? We must not be ignorant of Satan's devices, because, you know, we want that salvation, man. You know, we want to be smart. That's what scriptures say, wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of thy time, man. And we in this flesh, man. Man, I know me personally, man, I hate this place, man. I fucking hate this place, man. It's draining, you know. It's nothing pleasant. You know, it's just more hell. You know, just welcome to hell, man. This is fucking hell, man. Right? Just like the Lord hates this place, man. Yeah, you know, I'm just looking for a pre-sale.
Check this nigga dead, son.
Bear with me.
Yo, check on him, son.
It's an uptick of people doing drugs. is through, bro. I'm talking through. What else we got here, man? I got some more videos that we can check out. All right. You got Edomite women speaking up on again, speaking up, just all types of shit, bro, going on.
Brain damage that's sustained by the
Did you know Spanish explorers found
Here we go,
massive Hebrew
little
temples?
history.
Did you know Spanish explorers found massive Hebrew temples run by black priests across America in 1540? Francisco Vasquez de Coronado's expedition records, stored in Spanish royal archives, document something that changed everything. They discovered elaborate religious ceremonies with Torah readings in perfect ancient Hebrew.
And that goes to show, man, it's nothing but history in the scriptures, man. The wicked being revealed. We never heard this shit in the history book, It's all this stuff is coming. That's why they want to censor things, man. That's why they want to censor these internet, man, because this history is coming out, it's seeping out, man. They can't stop it.
But here's what shocked them most. These black communities knew the Bible better than European Jewish.
Don't that sound like today? Don't the great millstone, we know the 100% truth, and we know that we're better scholars in the Bible than your theologists. We're better scholars in the Bible than your average pastor, your pastors. We're better scholars. We are the scholars of the scriptures, man. We minister. They don't minister to us. Don't that sound similar?
Spanish missionaries watched in amazement as these priests performed sophisticated Hebrew astronomical calculations. The religious artifacts matched exact descriptions from Solomon's temple. Coronado realized these weren't primitive tribes. They were descendants of the original Hebrews who had been in America for thousands of years.
That truth coming out, man.
But in 1542,
Hell. First of all, those JOOs, they own the slave ships. And then they don't tell you that our when they brought our people over, they were speaking Paleo Hebrew. All right, they stripped them of that. They had Paleo Hebrew names, majority of them. And the Native Americans here, they were speaking Paleo Hebrew. You go over there and they had Paleo Hebrew writings and things. You go over there in Mexico, you got Paleo Hebrew and different writings and stuff. This is true.
Spanish Inquisition officials ordered the systematic destruction of hundreds of Hebrew temples. Black Hebrew priests were tortured and executed.
And there's no such thing as black Hebrew priest. All right. The Hebrews were we're scattered, so you're gonna see Hebrew Israelites by blood that look like Edomites, that look like the heathen. Okay, but the Israelites were so-called black, were brown, were dark. All right, swarthy. All right.
For refusing to convert to Christianity. Survivors watched their sacred sites burn in coordinated fires. The Spanish deliberately erased proof that black people were the original chosen people of both the Holy Land and America. The truth was buried, but the records remain.
Ooh-wee. Psalms 83. Ooh-wee, Psalms 83. That just came. 83. They tried to hide it, right? That's in the scriptures, man. That's in the scripture. Psalms chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. And that's David praying to the Lord to give, to bring vengeance on, and take down his enemy. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones, right? They try to erase the history, all right? And they took the heritage. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, and that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. All right, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. All right, and that's what we just seen. All right, they tried to hide the truth about who the true chosen people of Yahweh Yahweh are, which is the 12 tribes, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. There's no black in front of those. The Hebrews were black. The Hebrew Israelites were black. All right, so-called black. They were brown people. They were black. They're so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans. Okay, and we come in all colors. All right, and we must know this history. Micah 2. You must know this history, a little history. You know, I was even shocked when I seen that bit of history. You know, that's pretty good history to see. All right. All right. Micah chapter 2, verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence. All right, let's go to 2. Because this is all ties into this whole lesson, man. Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. And look at how they push the Santa Claus shit to line up their pockets for the Israelites, man. They're lining up their pockets, man. And many other things that they think of evilly, man. They're plotting right now, you know. And in that history, they always try to take fight. They just how they do. This is Esau, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And look at it, man. They still try to hide who the true chosen people are. All right, and it's in their book, even their own people. When I'm talking to JOOs, and the majority of these people know the truth. Then the truth is going to be made plain. All right. I hope the elect was edified. Until next time, you know, first and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Makakadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right. Hoping the elect was edified. All right. Until next time, Shalom, Kwam Yasharala. Abad, Babal.